Praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome back to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan C. And we are here, grateful and thankful for this time, for this opportunity to lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. This is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural, normal, necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because morning is indeed a good thing. And I'm so glad that you're here with us on today as we lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 333. This message is for you and for me. We're going to talk about rest is a responsibility, not a reward. How rest is a responsibility, not a reward. Yesterday, we were talking about how to recover from the holiday rush, recovering from the rush. This is a season of rest. This is a long weekend. A lot of people are off of work. This is Selah Sunday for our church. So this is a weekend that's intentionally set up for rest. And I want to let you know that rest, y'all, you got to build this rhythm to know it's a responsibility. It's not a reward. Sometimes we reward ourselves with rest as if it's optional or it's contingent upon being deserved. And that's not the case. It is a responsibility, not a reward. Let's get into it, y'all. Many of us treat rest like something we have to earn, a prize we only deserve once we've done enough, produced enough, or pleased enough people. But God sees rest differently. Rest is not a luxury for the lucky. It is a responsibility for the living. Y'all don't hear me. It is not a luxury for the lucky. Oh, you luckies, you did something. You earned it. So go ahead and take advantage of it. No, it's not luxury for the lucky. It is responsibility for the living. And when you are in a grief journey, especially depending on where you at in the journey, you got to understand the power of rest and how essential it is. You are a spirit, you have a soul, you live in a body. All of these three works together in order for you to function fully. And oftentimes we feed one aspect of our triune being, but we neglect the other ones. So I'm praying, I'm going to church and reading my Bible, right? It's helping my spirit. But what are you doing for your body? What are you doing? You are a spirit, you have a soul. What are you doing mentally, emotionally? What are you doing physically? Because you can't feed one and neglect the other ones. And so the body part is so very important. And we could talk about nutrition and water and all that other stuff, exercise, all that stuff. But right now we're talking about rest. And you got to know and understand it is a responsibility. When grief is heavy, when the holidays demand more than your heart can hold, rest becomes a form of obedience. That God never told you to run until you collapse. He never commanded you to power through emotional pain, but he invites you to return, to slow down, to breathe, and to be restored. One of the most important rhythms that you can learn in when grief is heavy is rest, especially like during the holidays or in times where it is intensified greatly, right? One of the best rhythms you can learn is rest during that. And this is one of those times. Thanksgiving, holiday, Christmas is coming up. You got to know the power and the importance when your body is going through the drama, the trauma, the stress, all of this stuff. You got to know the power and the importance of resting in these seasons. Rest is holy, rest is healing, rest is spiritual strength training. When you rest, you make room for God to work in ways your rushing never could. When you rest, you remind your soul that you're held, not hustling. When you rest, you choose life over burnout, presence over pressure, and peace over performance. You don't rest because you're weak. You rest because you're wise. That's important. I want you to know. I never forget, I was a senior in high school, and our economics teacher told us he was going to the doctor today. Mr. Griffin the Great, if anybody knows him, he said he's had a doctor's appointment. And one of the students asked, they said, well, what's wrong with you, Mr. Griffin? Why are you going to the doctor? He said, what's wrong with me? What do you mean what's wrong with me? Ain't nothing wrong with me. You don't wait to go to the doctor when something's wrong. That's the problem. Y'all wait until something's wrong to go to the doctor. You need to go, to get a checkup. You need to go to make sure ain't nothing wrong. And he just went into this little tangent. And it was so interesting because the point he was making was so valid that you don't wait until something is wrong to go to the doctor, right? Man, you make your appointment, you go. You're proactive in your appointment. And that's always stuck with me. And it even applies to this. You don't wait until you're tired to rest. You don't wait until you're weak. You don't wait until you drink. No, you build in those rhythms of rest, right? Throughout your week, throughout these seasons, because you already know I'm already anticipating this is what it's about to be. So I'm not going to wait until it hits. I'm going to strategically build in this time of rest, right? Because I know it's going to be taxing. I know it's going to be stressing. I know it's going to be overbearing. So let me strategically build in this time of rest so that I'm not burnt out when it comes, or I'm being proactive and taking the time to strategically build in the rhythm in my calendar, right? So you don't rest because you're weak. You rest because you're wise. You rest because God commands it. You rest because your soul cannot survive on speed. Let me give you some point of application. Schedule one non-negotiable rest moment this week, an hour, an evening, or even half a day. Guard it with the way you guard important appointments. Pray, Lord, help me to honor rest as a sacred responsibility. Teach me to trust you enough to slow down. This is the perfect weekend to do that because it's Selah Sunday. And so if you're go to the City of Hope Community Church, you already know what it is. Tomorrow, this weekend is that strategic time. Make sure you guard it with everything that is within you. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 333. Messages for you and for me. Rest is a responsibility, not a reward. I hope and pray y'all been getting your rest. Hey, Natasha Davis, I prioritize getting 7 hours of sleep the past few months. 3 to 4 hours was my norm. I don't hit my target every night, but more than not, I am feeling much better. That's what I'm talking about. How you surviving on 3 to 4 hours? How you surviving on 3 to 4? How you surviving on 3 to 4? Yes, prioritize. Small steps lead to great distance. Prioritize. That is absolutely awesome. Yep, set that goal and go get it. And I'm glad that you're feeling so much better because it is. Your body is just like these cell phones. You understand the importance of charging that? We charge it all the time. It starts to go down. So we charge it before we go to bed. We are so strategic when it comes to our phones. We're strategic to the point to where most of us, y'all got a charger on the side of your bed. You got a charger in your car, charger somewhere else around the house because you know that these are intentional times. I'm using this phone, and I needed to recharge. Right? We got to be just that intentional about us that we know that all day long we're going, that we got to build in strategic times. Your lunch break. Don't bother me on my lunch break. This is an hour of rest. I'm going to eat for 30 minutes and I'm going to close my eyes for 30 minutes in the car or something, right? When you get off, give me 30 minutes to recharge. Give me in the morning. Give me an hour in the morning. Give me an hour before I go to bed. Whatever that rhythm looks like for you. If you prioritize charging your phone, prioritize charging your body, right? Thank you. Thank you. To God be the glory. I appreciate you. Barely. I know that's right. I've been surviving 3 to 4 since Desert Storm. I don't know. I don't know how y'all do it. Hey, wait. Now, back when I was a young Thundercat, oh yeah, I could do that. When I was a young Thundercat, yeah, I could do that. But I ain't a young Thundercat no more. I'm gonna need more than 3 to 4. I'm gonna need a little bit more than 3 to 4. But I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all rest this week. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place for another Good Morning Grief Devotion. Good morning.